Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So this episode of Samurai Jack had him and the daughter of Aku, the one that survived. They fell into this beast into their stomach, and she's ecstatic that he's in there because of the fact that she wants him to die, and he's like, I've gone out of worse situations before, which he has. And so they're kind of like walking out of there, and he's just kind of talking, essentially talking, you know, she's kind of talking shit the entire time. Like, it's actually pretty hilarious, and some of the parts of the conversation, the bits and pieces of them between these two is equally hilarious. Samurai Jack, he hasn't really had the most audio, the most dialogue in his entire series, but in this episode he seemed to have quite a lot of it, and it was actually pretty good. The voice actor, I like the voice actor, he did a very good job. And at one point he needs to grab her and put her in like this, because she's wrapped up in this chain from where in the last episode they were fighting before, and he puts her on like a backpack, and he like traveling through this creature trying to get out. I'm telling you, the writers and the concept people, the people that made this, outdid themselves when they made this. This was definitely not corporate made. This series was made by love, and by the love that people have for this show, the creators have for this show. And I'm hoping that Invader Zim, which I've talked about in another video, the Invader Zim reboot movie has the same amount of love from the creators and the studio backing it, because this story is just so mature, and it's not just, we can't just give it on its own merits that it's mature. It's intriguing, it's good, it really is good. It's probably some of the best cartoons that there is out there. And so they're traveling through this creature, and the whole time she's freaking just trying to stop him from every time he gets a little bit closer out of the creature. She's trying to prevent him from doing so, because she doesn't care if she dies, she wants him to die as well. And we actually do get to see at some point to the very end the fact that she is also tortured, and that's the reason he wants to save her, because of the fact that she is also, like, it's his fault technically that she's there, that she's like that. And that is 100% true. It is his fault because of the fact that he didn't stop Aku, that she even exists for the most part, honestly, and that even the creature that they're in there exists. And we're going to get a whole lot of him telling her how bad Aku is, which is going to be awesome in my opinion. I definitely am going to enjoy that, because he is terrible, but awesome at the same time. And so, you know, he saves her life a couple times in the episode, and they have this beautiful scene at the very end where he's trying to get out of, and he sees the blowhole, and then you see this creature that is actually, at first I thought it was a flying skeleton, but it actually is a fish that is just luminescent, and he's attacking him every time he's trying to get out of the blowhole. And it really good scene. He finally gets out of there. The chains fall off her. They land. They fall into the water. He actually needs to save her again, because she like doesn't come back up for air. And then he saves her. They find this little tiny bit of island, and then, you know, he goes and sits down, and she finds the scythe thing, and she's about to kill him, and then a ladybug flies in front of her, and then she remembers when through her training, where one of the, I'm assuming, mothers of Aku sees her with the ladybug, and, you know, squishes it and says that's not part of Aku's plan. And then she sees Samurai Jack grab the ladybug and, you know, let him go. And that's when she drops the scythe, and then she sits down, and that's the end of the episode, and that was awesome. So that means the next episode is going to be more interactions between them, which I really want to see on this island. And again, it's just so great, the amount of insight and the amount of differences and just depths of character and story that we're gonna get in the next few episodes of Samurai Jack, or in the whole season. It's very good. It really reminds me of The Legend of Korra, how it also got a limited run on Nickelodeon. And it's just, again, it's perfect for him to get to know her. I'm hoping that she doesn't, I'm hoping she's not a love interest, honestly. I'm hoping that she's more of like a, I mean, it'd be pretty, I mean, I would accept the love interest, but I'm hoping she's more of like a sister type of character. But it is one of those things, like, they threw him on an island with her, and it's funny because it's like, what would you do if you were on an island with a beautiful woman? Well, I mean, all of us have, or a good portion of us have thought of, oh, what would you do if you were putting on an island with a beautiful woman that completely hates your guts? I mean, we probably don't all have that in our life or at any time in life, but it's interesting to think about. Would she hate you the entire time? Would she try to murder you in your sleep? Who knows? This one obviously had the chance, and she did not. So let's see how she does with Samurai Jack. Really enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think. Drop me a like if you like this episode, and this is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.